Welcome to Understand the Math. In this example, we are going to prove a limit statement using the epsilon-delta or precise definition of a limit. We're going to prove that the limit of 3x minus 2 as x approaches 2 is equal to 4. Just to make things easier, I've written down some statements that we can follow just to give us some structure. We're going to start with statement 1. It says, given epsilon greater than 0, choose delta equal ... We have to fill in what that ... is, and it is going to be epsilon divided by some number. We are going to use statement 2 to find that number. What actually happens in practice is you start with statement 2 and you find delta. Then you go back and write statement 1, statement 2, and then statement 3 and 4. Let's go through our example so you can see exactly how this works. I am going to start with statement 2, and if we look up here at statement 2, we are going to plug in a, f of x, and L, and our goal is to find delta. If 0 is less than the absolute value of x minus a is what x is going to, and in our example, x is going to 2, so we're going to put a 2 in here, is less than delta, then we have the absolute value of f of x, which is 3x minus 2 in our example, minus L, which is 4. And we have to find out what this is, so let's simplify. This is 3x minus 6. We can pull the 3 out, and we get x minus 2. Now we're going to substitute that the absolute value of x minus 2 is less than delta. So this part is going to be less than delta. So we can say that this is less than 3 delta, and we're going to set that equal to epsilon. So we have epsilon is 3 delta. So we can infer that delta is epsilon divided by 3, which is exactly what we needed. Now that we know what delta is, we can go ahead and write down our proof. I'm not going to list the statements in the proof, but I am using them as a guide. Here we go. We're going to write down given epsilon is greater than 0, we're going to choose delta to be epsilon divided by 3, period. Now we're going to say if 0 is less than the absolute value, x minus 2, plugging in a is 2, is less than delta, then the absolute value of f of x, which is 3x minus 2 minus 4. I know we're repeating what we already did, but you have to do that with the proof, is equal to the absolute value of 3x minus 6 is equal to 3 absolute x minus 2 is less than 3 delta, and we know that delta is epsilon over 3, so we can say this is 3 times epsilon over 3, which is epsilon, period. Now let's look up at statement 3, starts with a thus. So we're going to write down thus, if 0 is less than the absolute value x minus 2 is less than delta, then the absolute value 3x minus 2 minus 4 is less than epsilon, period. One more. Let's look up at statement 4. Starts with a therefore, so we're going to write down therefore, by the definition of a limit, we can conclude that the limit of 3x minus 2 as x approaches 2 is equal to 4. And that's it. To really master this concept, make sure you work through plenty of practice problems on your own.
If this video has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Keep believing in yourself and have a great rest of your day.